there. So you stopped by at this video because you want to know how to become a software engineer really fast. Okay, no problems. I'm going to be taking you through a few ways that I think are like different alternative ways to become software engineers. And in my opinion, being fast is relative, right? So you can become a software engineer in 6 months, you can become a software engineer in a year, you can become a software engineer in however long you want to be. But also remember that to become great, practice over time is something that happens. So the fact that you become a software engineer after a few months doesn't mean that you are now the best software engineer on the block. Hey, what's up beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adora, and in this video I'm going to be taking you through fastest ways to become a software engineer. And in my opinion, you know, fast is relative, and fast could be bad depending on how you take it. Fast could also be good depending on how you take it. But there are multiple alternative ways, you know, to becoming software engineers, and I see a bunch of people get asked these questions a lot, and so I have decided to do my own video addressing it. But before we get into the video, I would like to say hi, welcome. My name is Adora. I don't know if I've said it before, but I'm saying it again. If this is your first time stopping by, you are very welcome. Please make sure that you smash that like button if throughout this video you enjoy the kind of content and the kind of energy I'm giving you, you know. And also, if you also if you're new to this channel, please make sure that you subscribe as well. The subscribe button is going to be here, because as you subscribe, as you like the video, as you leave comments on alternate ways that you find that people have become software engineers recently, as you do all these things and you engage with me, YouTube, what this helps YouTube know is that this video is nice, like people like this video, and then YouTube would recommend this video to more people would watch this video. As more people watch this video, the channel grows, and as the channel grows, I'm happy and I'm more motivated to shoot more videos like this for all of you. So it is a win-win situation. So please do me a favor and reward me for this content in case you like it. And if you don't like it, no problem. I have a lot of videos. I'm going to be leaving a link to my tech playlist right here for you to go ahead and binge watch. And if you don't like this one, that's totally fine, but I hope that you find something that you like and other videos that you can like and can relate to as well. So now that I've done all the introductions and that is out of the way, let us get right into this video. Okay, so before I get into talking about the fastest ways to become a software engineer, I would want to tell, if you are someone that stumbles upon this video and is not a software engineer yet and is probably wondering why software engineering is a viable career path in the first place, I have a few reasons for you, and I hope that at least in a way, you know, somehow these reasons are able to convince you to taking up a career in software engineering if it's something that you're up for. This software engineering thing, why do I even want to be an engineer at all? There's a huge demand for software engineers out there. As you can see, the way the world is moving, right? Once upon a time, a lot of people were like big on infrastructure. Once upon a time, a lot of people were big on like oil and gas and energy things. It doesn't mean that these companies have phased out 100%, right? But nowadays, we find out that even companies that are not necessarily tech companies are finding a way to use technology in their businesses to automate some tasks that would have made somebody else's life a living hell, so that somebody else can do another job somewhere. So because of that, they're looking for like different people that can help make these things possible across board. So tech is a field that is in high demand at this time in tech companies and beyond tech companies, to be honest. I mean, if you go to, you know, entertainment, if you go to, you know, banks, all these financial institutions, you know, I even know of a law firm, a law firm that is currently going to be teaching some of their clients why it's important to use AR and VR in their businesses, and that's a law firm. Do you get what I mean? So different businesses are finding different ways to infuse tech into their offerings, infuse tech into their product or their service or anything that they do. And this means that people need to hire more engineers, people need to hire more, you know, people that can build the tech that people would use to do all the things that they want to do. So this makes tech a very in-demand, you know, field at this time, in this generation, in this year, at this time, Sha. Another thing that is very amazing about tech is that you get to work with different people across the world. Like, tech is a field where you can literally just be in your house on your couch and you will be working, and nobody's going to be like, what are you doing? Why are you, wake up, why are you in bed? You're supposed to be working. Nobody, we don't have time for that at this corner of the world, right? Because we are doing things, I don't want to say differently, because a lot of people are, you know, taking on remote work now, but you can literally have a colleague in India, you can have a colleague in Germany, you can have a colleague in China, and you can be in Canada. Do you get what I mean? Like, you don't have to work in the same place as the person and go to work and see them every day. You can literally work on your couch for a whole year. You can work on the beach if you want, to be honest. Like, you can carry a laptop and go to an island and work there for 3 months, right? Tech gives you that flexibility, because at the end of the day, all you're doing is on a computer, right? Yes, you might be doing stuff that might require external devices. If you're an Android developer, you might be doing stuff that might require external devices. If you are somebody that works with, like, you know, if you are a game dev or you are an XR engineer or whatever it is that you are. But most times, all these devices are portable devices. Last you carry it with your laptop and you go to the beach. So if it's that, tech is amazing for that. Another thing that tech does is it helps you make impact in amazing ways. You know, I'm saying this for people that will stumble on this video and would wonder, okay, you're here to tell me about the fastest ways to become an engineer. What if I don't want to become an engineer? Why is that my problem? I'm telling you, because tech gives you amazingness. You know, tech gives you a way. Like, tech has made it easy for people to make impact, basically. Right now, you are sitting at your office, in your couch, on your bed, at home, in your car, in traffic, whatever, wherever you are somewhere and you are watching this YouTube video that hopefully you would learn from, because a group of people somewhere sat down and built YouTube. Why was this possible? Because of tech. How many people watch YouTube? I don't know the stats, but I'm just going to give you an example. Go to a popular YouTuber's channel. You will see that the person probably has, like, imagine a YouTuber that has 1 million subscribers, 3 million subscribers. It means that there are 3 million accounts that are loyal to this channel. And I guess it is not every single person on YouTube that is loyal to this channel. So let's just say YouTube has 3 million people. That's already impacts enough, fam. Take a look. How many people have learned from the person that is constantly sharing video? That person that is sharing video has also shared knowledge and in turn gotten value back for that knowledge, because they are probably monetizing that video via AdSense or something. So YouTube has helped us in terms of, like, value. You know, other things. Social media in general has helped us in terms of value. You know, when we all had to stay at home and work from home, Zoom helped us a lot, because imagine if we're still sending letters to people and delivering and all this postman post. How would we have, like, how? Yes, we would have found a way, but it wouldn't have been as easy as it was, you know, in this time. So I've said a lot of things about, you know, why I think tech is great, and why, if you've not considered being a software engineer, you should consider being a software engineer. And if you want to know the fastest ways to becoming a software engineer, I will be saying it in this next part of the video. If you want to know more reasons why I enjoy being a software engineer, you should go ahead and watch this video. I'm going to have it linked in the card here so that you can go ahead and, you know, watch it and find out more reasons why I enjoy being a software engineer. So let's get right into the fastest ways to become a software engineer. The first fast way is taking a boot camp. So there are a couple boot camps that exist, and I know that boot camps, you know, approximately do like a 3 to 6 month-ish, you know. And I have a friend that actually studied economics in the university, in Covenant University. Also, I wanted to say in a Nigerian university. Either way, she studied economics in a Nigerian university, and she went for a 6 month boot camp. After the boot camp, got a job in fintech, worked for a little bit, and today she works at Microsoft. So there are some ways. I mean, like when she came back from the boot camp, she got a job at a fintech company, I believe. And if you want to watch more of that to understand her story, you know, even more, I'm going to have it linked somewhere here so that you can go and check that out. Boot camps are really a fast way to get your software engineering career started. It's pretty much 6 months. It's even less than it takes to make a baby, and that's just it. I mean, just imagine. Do you get? So if it's something that you're currently thinking about, if it's something that you're up for, I think you should try boot camps as well. I'm not going to be giving a list of, you know, many boot camps, but if you want me to do a different video, you know, talking about multiple boot camps for, you know, start like boot camps that, you know, people can go to and stuff, leave a comment telling me that I should do that, and I will go ahead and do that, because the last thing I would want to do is make a video that y'all don't want to watch. So I might decide to actually go further to talk about, you know, boot camps that you might actually be interested in this whole software engineering thing. But if you now don't watch the video, what was the point of me making it? So if you want that video, leave a comment down. Yeah, so yeah, I've talked about boot camps, and there are so many boot camps that, you know, you can try to there's so many boot camps that you can go to that can actually help accelerate your software engineering career. Boot camps are nice because they're short, and then they teach you like important things that you need to know. You get like, you don't have to like waste time doing things that are maybe not so important, you know. So you would learn about, you know, data structures. You would do I mean, some boot camps, right, you would do a lot of data structure related things. Then you would also like delve into like the language, and I think I kind of appreciate boot camps a lot because they do more of hands-on things. Like you write more code than you actually sit down and learn. And I think, I mean, different stroke for different folks, so this might not be a good way for some people to learn, but for some people that learn by doing, which I think many people do, this is a way that you can pick up software engineering really quickly, and it's something to, you know, think about. And after your bootcamp, you can now go ahead to like, you know, start applying for internship roles, start applying for full-time jobs, you know, start applying for contract jobs, or become a freelancer, or whatever it is you want. If you are looking for ways to apply for jobs and make sure that you get those jobs, I have a video talking about how you can use LinkedIn to apply for the best jobs and get the best jobs. I'm going to have that linked here for you to go and watch it. If you are also looking for the best remote, best is relative, but if you're looking for the best remote, if you have done this whole bootcamp thing now and you want to take a step further, you know, you're looking for the best websites to go and find remote jobs, you should take a look at this video as well. The next thing for me, it's not fast, but I have to put this out there. It's a CS degree. So taking a CS degree, depending on the school you go to, is about 3 to 4 years. If you are in some certain schools or in some certain situations, you could take up to 5 years as well. I did a CS degree and I do not regret my decision, to be honest, because I learned a lot from school. Sometimes, yeah, like we say how like most of the things they teach us in school, we don't need it, and blah blah blah. And I kind of used to think like that too, because before I joined my current job, I was working in advertising and I was not using my computer science knowledge for anything. I was pretty much doing a lot of, like, most of the things I was doing were like things that were visually appealing. So if I was building like websites, you know, it was basically just, you know, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, Vue.js, and all of that. And you now have to go and learn the kind of CSS that they will not teach you in school. You have to go because, I mean, you're working in advertising, right? So you're going to be working with creatives, and creatives can design. They want to design. They want to express themselves. That Adobe Illustrator, that what's that other one? It's not Illustrator. Those tools, Figma. What's that other one again? InVision. They want to express their feelings and pour out their hearts on those places. So because of that, I was spending my time doing a lot of all this visually. I was building websites that were more visually appealing as opposed to actually solving engineering problems. But with a CS degree, you learn everything. Some things you learn superficially, some things they go deep, but you would at least touch up a bunch of things. A CS degree would give you access to program management knowledge, right? Because you would take some, you know, management courses. When it comes to like computer science things, you take those courses, right? You will learn about algorithms, you will learn about data structures, you will do discrete math, you would learn programming, you would learn about, like, you do web design, you might do like mobile app stuff, you might touch a little bit on AI and machine learning, you will learn logic. Like, there's a lot, like, it's that whole package. Like I said, some things would be superficial, some things would go in depth, right? But you have that knowledge given to you, right? And that's something that's pretty important. Now, if you are going to study computer science, right, abeg, ejo, edako, emabinu, the school you go to is important, right? So the same way you would want to go to Harvard because you feel like you will get great returns if you go and study law in Harvard, or you would go to, you know, Harvard Business School because you feel like you come out and you will be a great business person. Also go to a school that you know would do this whole computer science, software engineering thing very well. So computer science is 3 years, 4 years. Computer science course 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, no problem. But it gives you packed knowledge. Like, it gives you a lot. So it's not as fast as the boot camp, but it's something that you could possibly be interested in depending on how much it is you want to learn and how much it is you want to know. Another way to become a software engineer pretty quickly is by becoming a self-taught engineer. And this one has no timeline to it, right? There are a bunch of people that I know that have picked up software engineering by themselves, you know, by discovering different courses and by setting their own targets and following it all the way through by themselves. Now, they didn't go to any boot camp, they don't have any computer science degree, but it doesn't make them less of software engineers, right? Because at the end of the day, all that matters is how much you can do. Everything you learn in boot camp, everything you learn in school, can you transfer that knowledge to an actual job, to an actual product? Can you transfer those problem solving skills to a real life scenario presented in front of you? That's the important thing. So there are people that are self-taught as well, right? They take a lot of courses, some they go for like a lot of events, they go for all these webinars, you know, mostly take courses, build projects on their own. Like, you'd see them doing a lot of, like, you know, working on a lot of side projects for themselves by themselves because they're trying to take that knowledge that they learned from a particular course and try and put it into practice. So there are a bunch of self-taught software engineers out there as well. And if you're someone that is looking to go the self-taught path and you are trying to find a list of platforms or websites where you can take courses for an affordable rate or for free, I have a website. I have a video here where you can go and watch that. So being self-taught is also something that a lot of people do, and in my opinion I think can be really amazing depending on your discipline. If you are now someone that if you now think that you're someone that is not disciplined, you might now be thinking about enrolling in an institution, so that because of the whole calendar year, this one, because of the schedule that the institution would have, right, you can follow somebody and then you can get things done. But if you're someone that feels, you are disciplined, you can learn it on your own, then maybe all you need are a few courses and a few friends and the internet, because the internet is also your friend. Get what I did there? Another way that you can become a software engineer pretty quickly is by learning in public, right? And you might wonder, okay, what's the difference between learning in public and being a self-taught engineer? Last you're still self-taught, but at the end of the day, I don't know if being self-taught is actually I don't know if being self-taught is correct English, because you are not teaching yourself. Yes, you are learning by yourself, but you're not teaching yourself, so somebody else is teaching you. So anyways, that's a whole different conversation. That's more an English language problem than a software engineering problem. So let them go and fix their problem. Let's fix our own problem. So yes, learning in public, learning with the community, where you have access to courses that people give on the community, in different communities people share courses. You have access to internships, you have access to mentorship, right? Having access to internship, at least you should have done one or two things on the side before, because you don't want to get an internship and when it's now time to actually work on the job, you're now going to do something that will make them sack you because you don't know how to write code. So it still requires some level of commitment, some level of discipline, some level of doing the work first. But I separated this from self-taught because as someone that is self-taught, you can decide to do your own thing by yourself from beginning to the end. Do you understand? But someone that chooses to learn with the community can be somebody that rides on the horses of maybe I'm going to use She Code Africa for example, right? She Code Africa mentorship program, right? Maybe She Code Africa and Open Source Community as Africa are doing some kind of collaboration, and because of that you get lucky to get maybe a free ticket to a conference or a free course or all these type of things. You get? So that's what I mean by learning with the community, right? And maybe from there you can now go ahead to apply for internships, different internships that exist in different parts of the world. So this is also another way to get started with this whole software engineering thing relatively quickly as well, because I cannot put a timestamp on being self-taught and learning in public with the community, because it depends on how disciplined you are. You can actually learn and be done around the same time that somebody will do a boot camp will be done, and you can actually also learn and after 3 years you are still learning. Is entering here and coming out of here because you have coconut head, or you have just chosen not to be disciplined, or maybe it's just in your own pace is that you move slowly and you get there eventually, whatever the reason is. So I have mentioned boot camps, I have mentioned actually going to a school, an institution, whether it is that you are taking a full BSc, whether it is that you are taking, maybe you did some kind of BSc before, maybe you did a BSc in maths and then you're taking a master's degree in computer science or something. And then I've also talked about being self-taught, and I've also talked about learning in public, learning with the community. If you feel there are other ways that somebody can become a software engineer relatively quickly, please make sure that you live a comment so that people know, so that when they come and watch this video, they will learn from me and they will also learn from you. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. If you liked it, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up, and if you are not subscribed to me, please make sure that you subscribe. The button is here. Thank you so much once again, and I will see you in my next video. Au revoir.